We're a brand that operates within the nursery industry. We design, develop and source products that get sold throughout the UK and Europe in some of the biggest national chains. The Snooze brand itself stands for quality, it's premium. The customers that we work with are looking for products of pretty exceptional quality.
Our customers are end users, typically the farming community that demand a certain quality in a product.
Reynolds Auctions is an auction company based in Wagga Wagga in New South Wales in Australia, and we basically have the government contracts for the area, and we sell a lot of government cars.
Atlas Network was started in 2006. The idea is to be a full-service mass production company. We specialize in improving the logistics and efficiency for customers in the US and also improving their quality, customization and cost savings.
And we see Easy Imex as an extension to our business out in China, looking after our interests on the ground day in, day out, going out to the factories, making sure that relationship is upheld, and again, just smoothing out the supply chain, making sure any risks are mitigated, so we've got the peace of mind to crack on with business in the UK.
It's a bit of the Wild West in China, I guess you could say, and so you really do need to be guided along the way. We know what we want, but we don't know actually how to get there, so we let Easy Imex do that for us. We
looked at a lot of different suppliers and different agents that we could work with. The reason that we actually chose Easy Imex specifically is because of the fact that they have UK people within the business that can actually assimilate with what our end user is actually looking for from a quality perspective.
And I think Easy Imex, where it is their specialty, I think they do a great job.
Primarily the issues are the defect rate and the feedback that you get from customers, the time that you actually have to spend dealing with customers, and the actual cost.
Easy Imex for us does a lot of the sourcing, a lot of the negotiating, and basically breaks down the barrier between us and China.
Easy Imex has been a very strong mass production partner for the Atlas Network. We have brought to Easy Imex several large-scale, complicated projects, and they have done a very strong job of managing some very complicated transactions with the factories, with personnel, with tough timelines, negotiations, sourcing and development.
So we know that we're getting what we order. We're getting the products we order at the right price. So we're not getting, we're not getting anything else other than what we think we're getting. There's no surprises.
Easy Imex first came on board, we actually got you to spend a lot of time looking at one of our products in terms of the quality of the packaging, because the defect rate at the time for that product was probably about, say, 5%. Today it's probably about 0.5%.
To do it alone for us without an agent would be, I think, a disaster, because you don't know who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with, what factory you're dealing with, or what product you're dealing with. Because we don't speak the language, we don't know the customers, we don't really know anything other than a website, which is not enough information to buy.
Get yourself an agent and make sure that you have them with you whenever you're doing any negotiations. We can just walk into things and have a look at something and say, we'll get our agent to give you a call. So we get a basic price and we get all the basic stuff, but all those negotiations and everything should be left with an agent like Easy Imex.
Some of the biggest challenges that we've had as a company looking to source out in the Far East, obviously there's a huge language barrier, there's a culture barrier, and the sheer fact that it is, it's effectively a day away. You lose that additional day when you go out there anyway. And to be able to know that we're actually only a phone call away and there's someone from the UK in China sourcing products, looking after our needs within China, and has the ability to get to the factories within a couple of hours, that is what we've seen as made the difference between what could have been a very difficult process sourcing from Far East and making it actually quite a pleasurable one.
The factory has to be very well chosen, and they have to be experts in this work, especially if you are dealing with a company that is a sponsor of a professional golf tour, such as the LPGA Tour. Through the relationship with Easy Imex, we were able to successfully produce thousands of golf clubs, many different types of sets and molding and casting, as well as assembly of clubs, and met the delivery schedules of the client, which was quite rigorous and quite difficult to meet. However, we did meet that flawlessly, and they had their products in time for both the PGA show, which is the Professional Golf Association show in Orlando, which they needed to meet before Chinese New Year, which was important to do. And they also met the delivery schedule for their actual golf tournament as well. And with this in mind, we feel as though we have armed this client with the successful products to serve as tools for them to be successful in the industry. So the relationship with Easy Imex on that project specifically was very, very well executed from start to finish, and we hope to continue that with them for a long time to come.